All right, y'all. Today, in this explainer, we are reacting to the absolute fumble of the century. Billy and Chains are talking about a two-man mission, which is a double date for the uninitiated, that went so bad it actually broke the laws of physics. Let's get into it.
So, what actually makes a two-man mission go fatally wrong? Well, to understand this, we've got to set the stakes. Chains has rented this empty Airbnb for a whole month, right? Just to see what living on his own is actually like. But he's reaching the end of the month. He hasn't maximized the potential of the place at all. And he realizes he hasn't hosted a single double date. So what does he do? He calls up his buddy Billy and says, "Work some magic for us, gang." He fully expects Billy to come through. And Billy, he says he's got it. But let me tell you, blind trust is the absolute first step to ruin.
Section 1. Trusting the chef. Okay, let's dive into this level of delusion. Look at the confidence. Billy really told him, don't disturb the chef in the kitchen at 9 p.m. My guy, what were you cooking? Because by 11 p.m., the only thing on the menu was disappointment. He had Chains out here drinking coffee just to stay awake for a mission that didn't even have a trailer yet.
Because, yeah, the agonizing wait time is real. At 8 p.m., the request is sent out. 9 p.m. hits, the chef is allegedly cooking, but by 10 p.m., Billy literally tells Chains to go drink a coffee just to stay awake for a date that is actively falling apart in real time. As Chains put it, watching this night unfold was like watching a time-lapse of someone's mugshots over a couple of years. You know, every hour, the hope just slowly drains from your face. And then finally, at midnight, the defining text arrives.
Section 2. Eating for fuel. So, midnight hits, and Chains asks Billy for a picture of the girls they're supposed to meet. And instead of a picture, this is where the red flag should have been sirens. Billy asks, is you eating for satisfaction or are you eating for fuel?
The situation is looking dire, and I need you to lower your standards to 0. Listen, a quick public service announcement for anyone watching this explainer. If a man asks you if you're eating for fuel before a date, run. Just run. He's about to introduce you to a glitch in the Matrix.
Section 3. Enter the final boss.
So despite the massive warning signs, they decide to see it through and head down to the lobby. The girls texted that they're hiding around the corner, so Billy and Chains legitimately think they're about to get jumped for their kidneys. But what they find is actually so much worse. So they finally meet up, and the girl we'll call Patricia is on the curb tweaking on the phone for 10 minutes straight. When she finally hangs up, Chains introduces himself and just gets a one-word answer, Patricia. No eye contact, nothing. Then she gets in the elevator, and her awkward power just completely overrides the whole vibe. Like, the other girl is trying to keep things upbeat, but Patricia, she's not a guest, she's a final boss of social anxiety. She's giving one-word answers like she's a locked character in a video game.
Section 4. Breaking the Matrix.
They get into the room, and Patricia immediately sits on the couch, literally as far away from everyone as humanly possible. Chains retreats to the open-concept kitchen island, aggressively social distancing. Chains was decaying at the kitchen island like Coach Carter watching a losing game, just standing there for 30 minutes while Billy desperately tries to make conversation about astrology. He was so bored, he had to break the matrix. Out of nowhere, to a dead silent room, he takes a deep breath and literally screamed, "I like mad dick, bro," just to feel something. Just a desperate cry for help to end this disastrous night.
And the best part? Pure silence. The other girl gave a little awkward laugh, but Patricia didn't even blink. She is a confirmed NPC. That line wasn't in her dialogue tree, so she just froze. That was the official signal to pack the whole night up.
Section 5. The morning commute.
Fast forward a bit through the girls bringing their drama into the Airbnb, and Chains finally has to take Patricia home. The ending is the ultimate L. A 50-minute drive of shame and dead silence, playing a Discord music bot just to fill the agonizing void.
And to make it infinitely worse, it's at 5 a.m. with the sun beaming aggressively in your eyes and a pounding headache. The traffic isn't moving, he's hot, it's just the absolute pinnacle of misery.
Why didn't he just call a ride? Because he looked at the app and completely refused to pay a $90 Uber fee to rid himself of this nightmare. So he forced himself into this miserable commute.
That's the moment you realized you spent $90 in gas and 8 hours of your life just to hear a girl argue with her roommate in your bathroom. It is a masterclass in wasted energy.
But here is the grand finale. Billy's out here saying never again, but 2 seconds later he asks, "Hey, about that, I got a little two-man for you, gang. Are you ready?" We all know there's another two-man mission right around the corner. And that is why you always check the menu before you let the chef cook. If you enjoyed this explainer, hit that like button and let me know in the comments, What is the most radioactive red flag you've ever ignored just to save a night out? Thanks for learning with me today.